Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
Loveline.
Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800... I screwed up already. 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight our guest is Stroke 9. Eric, Greg, and John are all here from the band.
Yeah.
Yo. Howdy. Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD. They were on the show 6 months ago?
I think so.
Something like that.
And you guys did the TV show too, right?
Sure. Maybe during one of our blackouts we did.
Nope.
Possible.
All right. I was just playing a hunch there. I never know who. I don't know who was on the TV or who was on the radio. I mean, I don't know who did which.
Which of the guys, or we never know who the hell did
bands,
which.
Yeah,
which bands?
Yeah, we can never tell.
You guys are so busy, though.
No, wait a minute. We can only remember about 10% of a television guest anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you did the TV show, if you did the radio show any time that we were taping the TV show, then I would lump you in onto the TV, because if you do 4 TV shows during the day and then you come here that night, you can't differentiate between the bands.
Well, let's just say we did it and we'll put it on our bio.
Sure.
Is that cool?
Right, hey, cool. You guys were excellent.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you have a lot of bands?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Kilborn is where you can find him Wednesday night, and I was telling the guys when I did Kilborn Friday night, I heard him mention what was coming up next week, and Stroke 9 was one of the featured attractions. So
what did everyone do after he said it?
They laughed. But it was the way he delivered the line.
I'm sure it was.
Did he drop his pants?
He's a very humorous tall man, and he said, Stroke 9, that's a rock band. And everyone just laughed. I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
They weren't laughing at the band. They were laughing at the delivery. They're definitely laughing with you. And they're not going to be laughing so hard when the goddamn ears are bleeding tomorrow night after Stroke 9 rocks the house.
We're going to rock really hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Except they're only letting us use acoustic guitars.
Really?
They've got some policy. It's like, they don't like it loud.
Really? Only acoustic?
Really?
Yep.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah, we're kind of bummed.
Can you take acoustic guitars and plug them into an amp, though? I mean, you get to do that?
Nope.
Yeah, that'll sound terrible, but...
That's not going to be right?
No, it's an acoustic thing.
Oh, well,
yeah,
right.
I guess.
It's a Gypsy King vibe.
Yeah. Well, is it something... Do you guys do that much?
Oh, yeah.
Go the acoustic route?
We swing both ways.
Indigo Boys.
Very versatile.
So it's not going to cramp your style?
Nah.
No, we'll figure it out. I mean, we'd like to rock really hard and blow the whole thing out, but whatever, man.
But, we can do it all. We can go from an arena to a nursing home, like that. It's like, we'll play wherever.
Drew's the same way. You can go from a nursing home to another nursing home.
To a hospital.
To a hospital and then back to a nursing home.
I wonder if they
Sounds hot.
North to Alaska.
You guys don't know that song, do you?
North to Alaska?
I was singing it last night on the show. Drew had never heard of it. North to Alaska, come on, the rush is on. North to Alaska, come on, the rush is on.
How old are you guys, man?
I'm in my 70s.
What's going on here?
All right, we'll hear something from Stroke 9 in just a few moments, but first we'll get to the phones and speak to Wendy, who's 18. Wendy?
May I have a question?
That's fine.
Okay. No, it's not about me, okay? It's about some other people.
Right.
And I wanted to know if too much pornography can, mess up a teenager's, mind or something.
Nope.
How much?
I don't know, because I know boys, and I know they watch a lot of, pornography, so I'm just figuring that's why once they're old, they're really stupid.
Are you...
I love this woman's theory. It's nice. Wendy, good.
Wendy...
You're thinking.
Yeah.
There's got to be some explanation for how guys are. See, that's where she's going.
I'm trying to pick out her sort of dialect. It's sort of
Mexican.
Mexican who moved to Minnesota, though. Isn't it?
Hey!
Where are you from?
L.A.
Okay, so you didn't move.
No.
But here's the deal. She's read books about the 19th century. But men prior to the VCR seem much more civil, is what she's thinking.
Oh,
so it must be the porno that screwed them up, right? Because they couldn't really.
It's either that or I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out here, and I just can't do it by myself.
Men get away with what they can, basically, and the culture really. I mean, not to bash men, but the culture sort of supports a lot of behavior by men that isn't really pleasant for women.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's reality. And
but don't worry, we die early.
We die early, and there are guys out there.
You guys got the car, and the house is paid off, and the cat to yourself.
And there are guys out there that are nice, and I'm sure you can find them.
All right.
But, it's not about
Like
porn.
Stroke 9.
Oh, by the way, that cut me off.
What, Wendy? What?
Oh, I thought you guys cut me off.
By the way,
I
what?
just wanted to say, Dr. Drew, you have a really, really sexy voice.
Okay, Wendy.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Screwball.
I'm sure you're right.
All right.
She must be if she liked me and wanted a nice guy.
Yeah, but listen, Drew, you know, any women who call the show who start with what's wrong with men is not in great shape. Jewel,
Yeah.
you're 16?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Well, 3 years ago, I was raped. And ever since then, I've never been able to be turned on unless I'm being, like, held down or in kind of a rape-type situation.
Were you ever abused prior to the rape?
Not that I know of.
Never physically or sexually?
Who raped you?
A bastard.
Somebody you knew?
Kind of. Not very well.
Okay.
Was it a date rape?
No.
Violent rape?
In some ways, yeah, I was anally raped as well.
Were you? Oh boy. No. Were you able? Did you report it?
Yeah, I actually, his trial was just over last month, and he got a whole year in jail for destroying my life.
Well, but help us understand the situation. Was this older guy?
Yeah, he was 18 at the time.
And is a guy you knew from school or something?
No, he worked for my mom, and he was over doing some construction work, actually.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised.
My mom wasn't home, and I was.
And you were 13, he was 18 at the time?
Yeah.
And there was anal rape involved here?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, this is a guy who's poses a threat to society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, personally, I would have asked the judge if, castration was a possibility, but apparently it wasn't.
Well, look, one of the interesting things about these sorts of situations, I always wonder, and this is not an uncommon thing, Joel, that women that go through this sort of thing have these sorts of feelings afterwards. And if you haven't been treated, have you been treated?
I've been to lots of therapists, but I find it very difficult to open up to them.
All right,
and
you got to get into some sort of an environment where you can sort of sort this through. I don't know if these sorts of traumas sort of etch some arousal mechanism into the brain that then is required to be acted out, or whether it causes something to come to the surface that sort of put them in harm's way in the first place, and that's not now present.
Well, let's explore that allegation for a second.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but you may be right. I don't know which one is right. Maybe it's different for different women or different victims, but what happened? Nothing before this situation, no abuse.
No, my parents were divorced when I was 2, but that's fairly normal considering.
She wasn't a good victim. She reported the guy right away.
That's true. Yeah. And did he threaten physical violence?
No, because I have I keep a golf club in my bedroom for such occasions, and he never got to finish, I guess, because I got it and whacked him. But
I play a little golf. What do you go with on a rapist? Like a pitching wedge or like a 7-iron, a fairway wood?
A putter.
So. Oh, putter.
Putter on the putter.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, I'd go with something a little more substantial, like a wood, a driver.
Well, I wasn't planning on, having to use it.
I see.
It was really there only to make myself feel better and to give me a false sense of security, which it did.
I see.
Until I actually had to have something to use.
So you hit him with the putter?
Yeah, but I was on my stomach, so I didn't do it very effectively.
But it was enough to ward him off, or what happened?
I hit him, and he rolled partially off of me, and so I was able to come out from the bottom, and then I kind of held him at bay with it
with the
until
putter.
My mom got home.
And so did he ever, totally rape you?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I thought you said you got him.
No, he wasn't done with.
Oh, I see. All right. I didn't figure that out. All right. Well, at least you defended yourself as best you could, and you report. Yeah. See, you weren't victimized in the past, because if you were victimized in the past, you wouldn't have fought him off, and then you probably wouldn't have reported it. At least that's what we learned from this show.
Okay.
And he got 1 year.
Yeah, he got a whole year, but he'll probably get out in 7 months on good behavior.
Did he have any priors?
No, besides the fact that, he's gone out with a bunch of my friends since then. Great friends, huh?
He's, hold on a second here. He's went out with a bunch of her friends.
Uh-oh, suddenly the story takes a twist. Yeah.
It does. Now, here's the thing about Jewel. Drew, we can hear that. She
you guys all heard that.
She was raped by the guy. Her mom. First off, her mom brings this guy home and leaves him there to work, which is okay. But this guy must have been putting off some kind of vibe that mom didn't pick up. Then she fights the guy off. That's good. But she keeps the putter in her room for just such occasions, which is a little strange. And then the guy dated a bunch of her friends before he went to prison. It's taken a twist. It's taken a twist here, Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
He dated your friends before he went to prison?
Yeah.
How old are your friends?
What?
How old are your friends?
They're all in high school, all the same age, like me.
And he's like 21 now?
Yeah. The reason it gets confusing is because he had two jobs. He had a construction job, and then he worked at the Performing Arts Center, which was adjacent to my school.
I see.
He was like in a great position.
He was
to
in
meet all
Fiddler
these
on the
high
Roof.
school girls.
And
pajama game.
And did your friends know what he'd done to you?
Yeah. Well,
that didn't slow him down?
To an extent. They knew that we had been involved in some way, but they didn't know it was as violent as it was.
What do you mean? Why do you put it that way? They knew that you'd been involved in some way.
Because I didn't want to spread around my school, my sullied reputation and some such.
Okay.
It's like, I don't want to go advertising that.
That you were the victim of a crime?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
what if you've been...
I can understand that, but I mean, to your close friends, to your good friends?
They weren't my close friends. They're more just acquaintances.
And how did they know that you were involved in some way?
Because he brags.
Oh, my God.
Asshole.
All right. Now, listen. Hey, Jewel?
Yeah.
I hope this guy gets raped while he's in prison. Because I'm a religious man, I pray that he gets a dry anal rape, by the way. There. Dry anal rape. Thank you. And I'm just worried that you're going to have trouble with the lads later on in life.
Oh, absolutely. After that, I dated a 27-year-old. I turned super slut because I didn't even know what to do.
Yeah, you got to get some treatment. You got to open up in therapy, or you cannot expect these things to change. Again, as I said, whether or not it's some arousal mechanism that now sort of becomes your only way of attaching to parts of yourself that are very painful and sort of walled off from your consciousness, or if this is bringing up something from the past that sort of comes now to the surface, whichever it is, it needs to be sorted through very, very carefully. And
this seems like a combo. Seems like there was something hanging around, but also, a bona fide victim of a criminal. All right, let's go on and see who else was raped. Ashley?
Uh-huh.
You're 14.
Yes.
When were you raped?
Go ahead, Ashley.
I wasn't, exactly raped.
Oh, jeez.
You weren't raped?
How old were you?
Okay. Well, I was, 8, I guess.
Yeah. See, from doing this show, you know what I do? Whenever I meet young people, if I meet a young man, I say, hi, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they say, an astronaut. And then I meet a young girl. When were you first raped? It's something I didn't do before this show, but now that's the way I greet young people.
You should do that when you go to your strip clubs, too.
Oh, Drew, don't ruin my last bastion of sanity is these strip clubs. The only thing in life I have to look forward to, and I got to picture a bunch of rape victims wanting money for therapy. Up there. How dare you? How dare you?
Dare is the operant word.
Dry anal rape. Dry anal rape. I just got to tell that story oh, Jesus. You know the story I'm talking about? I'm trying to think of the
Ginger Land, you said?
Yeah, I did a man show bit where we went to porn camp. It's a long story, but
tough job you have, man.
Yeah, it's so rough. We're going to the Playboy Mansion tomorrow to shoot all day with half. It's rough, but it is work, seriously. But all right. Wait a minute. I can't think of the male porn star's name.
Jeff Stryker.
I always say John. No, he's an earlier guy. I always say John Leslie, but it's not John Leslie. It's oh man, it's gonna kill me. All right, listen, we're gonna talk to this person, and then I'm gonna figure out this guy's name because I don't want to tarnish any porn star's reputation.
Oh no, don't do that.
Don Johnson.
Ashley, so you had a question besides the one that Adam asked you.
Uh-huh.
What's your question?
Okay.
Hold on, I just thought of it.
my God.
Jamie Gillis.
All right.
Okay, Jamie Gillis is this guy I remember from the 70s who always kept his eyes 3/4 closed, had that nappy Brillo head like mine and a big monobrow like mine.
So you idolized him, basically.
So you're him.
I thought he was my father.
Okay.
Actually, I wished he was. And he was like, seemed like the biggest prick in porn. He never saw him like beating any girls up or anything, but he was always like, I should turn over, yeah, hold still, yeah. And he was just like, sort of like, he was almost crotchety, which I know sounds like a joke for a porn star, but he was kind of mean. And when we did this porn fantasy camp, the whole deal was like one of those baseball fantasy camps. So it was all these old porn stars. So me and the writers, who are all like the same age and remember all these guys, were talking, and we said to Ginger Lynn, what was the deal with this Jamie Gillis guy? I mean, this guy always seemed like a little bit of a prick. And she was like, yeah, she was kind of defending him a little. He wasn't too bad a dude. I mean, you had to know him. He had his quirks. But, I mean, all in all, it was okay. One time he tried dry anal rape on me. But, other than that, pretty solid guy.
At the Christmas party.
Solid citizen.
Yeah, beside the dry anal rape, it was, pretty decent guy. She said dry anal rape like you said double-dipped with a nacho chip. I saw the guy clearly took a bite out of the celery stalk, and then it went right back into the Roquefort dressing.
Well, everybody's got their faults, man.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, we all do our own thing. Drew, I guess you drive with the radio up a little too loud, right? Yeah, so who are we to judge? I think you're right.
How dare you.
Very good point. Ashley?
So Ashley, quick, ask your question before Adam interrupts again. Here we go.
Okay, I'm 14. I'm going out to this guy that's 20.
All right, and you had a history of being sort of molested in some way when you were 8, right?
Yeah.
And does anyone know you're seeing this guy who's 20?
Only, like, my close friends.
What's your question?
I mean, my mom doesn't know. I've been going out there for, like, 5 months. And ever since I was probably, like, have been going out with people that are, like, way older.
Yeah. Hey, Ashley.
Where's that button?
We're having some trouble understanding you, but, listen, are you having sex with him?
Yeah.
All right. Baby, this guy is...
Colossal a-hole.
Colossal a-hole. He is totally flawed. You'll see that one day. There's not a woman I've met as an adult who doesn't look back at her, 15, 16-year-old life dating a 21, 22-year-old guy who doesn't think of herself as either kind of effed up or a victim.
No, like flabbergasted could ever have done that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I talk to women all the time who were, they were 15, their dating guy was 23, and when they were 15, they thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and now they're 31, and they look back on it, and they're angry.
And they are begging other 15-year-olds not to make that mistake. Begging them.
They are?
Oh,
Where?
Yes. Oh, come on, we've had them on this show.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
I didn't know where they were doing it.
I think she needs to tell her mom, and hopefully mom will be some kind of a parent and do her job.
Yeah.
You understand? That's she's not going to listen to us.
She's
so
not?
if mom can step in here and do something.
Well, maybe the band will tell her.
The important thing is not to worry about how to tell mom. Just tell mom.
Or just stop. I don't think she's going to tell mom. But you young ladies do not know how colossally flawed a guy who is 20 and is dating your 14-year-old ass is. Tremendously flawed. Cassie, unless he's in the business, and then it's cool. Cassie, you're 15.
Yeah, hi.
That's all right. What's up?
I had sex when I was 12, and I've had sex for 3 years.
Drew, what's going on tonight? I may have trouble masturbating. Thank God I squeezed one off at work tonight. Thank God. Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. When did your dad rape you? Oh, please. Cassie?
Yeah.
Wait, say you had sex when you were 12?
Yeah.
And how old was the guy?
14.
All right, what's the question?
And I've had sex for 3 years, and I've got, like, mixed signals, like your cherry can grow back and you'll bleed again when you have sex. Is that true?
That is not true.
Who's sending that mixed signal, by the way?
I don't know. I just, like, asked my friends, and then
Why are you worried about that?
I don't know. Because, like, if I do choose to have sex again in the future, I just don't want to, like, get really messy.
No, you won't.
Oh, I see. You're worried it's going to grow back.
You won't. You will not bleed. You may bleed anyway. Some people bleed when they have sex, but you will not bleed because of a hymen rupture. Well, and even if you hadn't had sex before, you may not bleed.
Well, was your hymen pierced when you were 12?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy, okay?
Yeah.
And give a little time off, all right?
All right.
A couple more years.
It's been 3 years?
Yeah, 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more.
Go for another 3 years. What do you say?
Maybe we'll go back. No, I mean, you don't want to go back. Okay.
Right. Okay, Cassie?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Man, Drew, no one up there? No truck driver with hemorrhoids? No 16-year-old guy just smoked
looking for a bowling pin?
artichoke or something? you know what I mean?
Looking for a bowling
Is
pin
it
question?
just
something we can
14-year-olds
identify with,
who've been raped? Anything else up there?
This is closest.
Painful erections? All right, let's...
we got to go for break.
Yeah, we got to go to break. Well, let's just talk to Aaron for a second. Aaron?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yeah, I am.
You have painful erections?
Well, yeah, I think I was circumcised too tightly when I was a baby or whatever, and it's painful, and it's hard to masturbate sometimes, and it's...
Thank God you work through the pain.
She's trying to work it out anyway.
Yeah.
It's a love-hate thing.
Yeah, it's so painful he's down to 4 times a day.
Right.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Seriously, how many times are you good for a day with the masturbation?
Hardly one right now.
Oh,
just like 3/4 of one each day?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. We got to take a break.
Literally.
And we'll get back with that. Imagine a woman, though. Imagine a 16-year-old woman who's experiencing pain during masturbation. Meaning she tries it once at summer camp, 1989, and that's it.
They give up but it feels good.
Talk about stupid.
Right?
You're right, Drew. That's a good argument for women being dumber than men. They masturbate, they like it, and then they do it again 6 months later. Guy stumbles onto this, he don't leave the house. Guy will call in sick to school the next day. He stumbles onto that. All right, we'll take a little break. Stroke 9 is here. We'll hear something from them when we come back, and we'll finish up with Aaron.
Loveline. We'll be right back.
Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. And phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Stroke 9 is here. Eric, Greg, and John.
Yep.
Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD. You can see them on the Craig Kilborn Show tomorrow night at, let's
Whenever.
see. It's not about 1:10, something like that.
After Letterman.
Yeah. The who else is on tomorrow night? Do you know?
De Niro.
The Pope.
He's on after you guys?
Yeah, it's a big show.
Yeah.
We're opening for De Niro.
You know, they always bands on talk shows. They always put on last, and it does not matter the size of the band.
The stature, or the number of people.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how tall the guys are.
The girth.
All right, Drew. I mean, the Beatles got back together and they got booked on Leno. It would be David Alan Grier, and then. And then Jennifer Love Hewitt, and then the Beatles would be after the Dancing Edos.
And then they got to cut 30 seconds out of the song.
They got to trim it out.
All the credits on them.
Yeah, I mean, they just put bands at the end. I don't know who figured that out, but I guess it's working for them. Aaron?
Yeah.
All right, so your penis is sore from a possibly botched circumcision, correct?
Right. And anyways, I heard about something like where you can get some of your foreskin to grow back or something.
It's not.
Yeah. Here's how you do it. You put toothpicks in your penis. You put it in a mason jar, fill it halfway with water, and you set it on the windowsill, like the avocado pit.
Yes, please. Potato.
Right.
Oh, a potato.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, I would do it with a potato or an avocado seed. It worked both ways. That's as far as I got in science, by the way.
Aaron, is there a curve to the penis, an abnormal curve?
No.
Usually if the circumcision has gone bad, and it's so bad that it's causing difficulty with erection, it also sort of pulls the penis in one direction or another. And there's nothing visible in the sort of outline of the erection, shall we say, that makes it look abnormal?
No, it looks perfectly normal.
So what makes you
like a bitch?
What makes you think the circumcision has anything to do with it?
What?
What makes you think the circumcision has anything to do with it?
Just because, I mean, it's like I can hardly, I can't move any of the skin on my penis at all. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, it's very tight. I see.
It's
Well, what about...
That's not the circumcision.
and it just hurt. I mean,
It's not the circumcision.
All right, what is that? You're not masturbating with Prel, are you? That's one of the biggest mistakes that are made.
Are you on medication?
Ben Gay.
Are you on medication?
Vicks.
no, I'm not on any medication.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Had you taken medication recently?
The only thing I've been using is creatine.
Well, why don't you stop using the creatine and see if that makes a difference? How long have you been having this
Well, I mean, I've had this problem since I was like 12 or 13. I mean,
all right.
I only started using creatine like till 2 months ago.
Well, why don't you go to a urologist and
that's what you need to do.
have it checked out?
I feel certain it's nothing to do with the circumcision, but you do need to see a urologist. Make sure that nothing long-term happens as a result of this. It shouldn't be painful.
Why do you think? Why are you certain it has nothing to do with the circumcision?
Because that's a mechanical problem.
Yeah.
And you see that first and foremost.
Yeah.
There's no mechanical issue here.
Some guys have too much penis for the amount of skin they got. Like they got a extra large penis and a medium sweater. It's like trying to pack a fat guy into a small T-shirt. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have not studied enough for that penis.
I know.
I think I've seen that. Discovered last night.
I'm like a Shar-Pei.
Well,
that's
too much sausage.
That's different.
Casing.
Yeah, too much casing, not enough sausage. Yeah, I could probably pack another penis in there. Lord knows I've tried.
Two things disturbing me. One is that we discovered last night.
Huh?
You studied all your male friends' erect penises. That was
certainly
pastime you guys. And secondly,
I have no shame.
Now I know I have to deal with all those folds when I actually get the equipment together.
That's right.
No wonder you haven't seen the warts.
Drew's convinced. Drew's convinced I have warts on my penis because every time someone calls up who says they have warts and they're worried about it, Drew says that 80% of people living in urban centers have warts on their private parts and doesn't know it. Which, by the way, always makes me think you have warts. By the way,
and don't know it.
No, and know it, and are sort of enlarging your constituents, your wart constituency, making
buddies.
Yourself feel better
Taking on
because there's
minion.
safety. There's safety in numbers.
Creating my evil's empire.
Now I was.
We've all got it.
I was almost certain you had warts. Now I'm dead set on the fact you have warts. Then he accuses me of having them and not knowing it. And I told him to put his money where his mouth is. So he's going to bring his black light in and his vinegar, and we're going to spread it on my penis. He's going to find those warts, and I'm going to walk away with $100.
And my welder shield and my gloves.
So, like, put your mouth where the warts are? Maybe?
What's that?
Put your mouth where the warts
That's
are?
right. Yeah. That's right.
Is it really 80%?
It's high according to Drew, although I don't know anybody who has warts.
It's at least 60%.
Why is it so much different in urban centers? Can you see this? Is that what this is?
It tends to be where more young sexually active adults tend to congregate. So you go to colleges and urban centers, it's like 60%.
Oh, okay.
College, yeah.
I know a lot of people, and I don't know anyone who has warts.
Most people that have it don't know they have it.
Well, wait a minute now. You're saying most of the time when somebody has the human papilloma virus, it doesn't manifest itself in a wart?
Correct.
Most of the time? How do you know that?
Because they do studies. They go out and they culture and see, and people go, oh my God, there it is.
Yeah,
and
but how many people are they going to test for warts that don't think they have warts and have no manifestation of those warts?
How big are the studies, you're asking?
Well, I'm saying...
Who subject themselves
Who are you
to that?
talking to who's going in and getting a wart check who doesn't have warts?
Oh, they're not. They're in for something else, and they screen them as part of a study, and they question those other things.
So what percentage of people who have warts actually ever have a manifestation of warts?
Eventually you will. Essentially,
you. Say one, will you? Not you.
Eventually one will.
Yeah, so I've lived in an urban center my whole life. When do you surmise that I got my alleged warts? When was I 19? Was I 26? Was it 2 years ago?
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a certain kind of wart that you'll have and goes away.
All right.
And maybe you had
Drew, and listen, when you check my Pepe, and it comes out pure as the driven snow. Don't give me any of that vanishing wart theory, you bastard. I want that $100. Oh, yeah, they packed up.
What's wrong with the few speed bumps, man?
Yeah, and by the way, Drew, thank you.
For her sensation.
Misty? Yes? You're 24.
Oh, the things you called me about that one time? Part of the wart syndrome.
I don't remember what I called you about. The wart syndrome? Huh?
Great band. Misty?
Yeah.
24. What's going on?
I've got postpartum psychosis.
Who?
It's like postpartum psychosis.
Like depression.
You're crazy because you had a kid?
I've got 5.
Oh, wow. No wonder you're psychotic.
Can't you be fixed?
I have been.
Oh, you have been?
Yes.
Who did it? The state?
No, my doctor did it.
Was this part of a depression you had?
Yeah.
And
he said they diagnosed it as postpartum psychosis. They said it's worse than postpartum depression.
Well, it's usually part of a depressive syndrome.
Yeah.
It can be pretty wild. What'd you do?
Well, they got me on this medication. It makes me feel worse than not having it.
When you were psychotic, what were you doing?
I hear voices and have insomnia. Oh, let's see.
Thank God you have 5 kids not to take care of you, screwball.
The worst psychosis I ever saw...
I look at you as an enemy of the state. I really do.
Worst psychosis I ever saw was the postpartum psychosis. This woman was, like, running around like a maniac. I mean, it's a very bright, together woman. And just, I mean, lost. It was throwing water on people because they were on fire. And incredibly psychotic.
You can't bring your wife to any more parties.
The point is, Missy, that it can get...
She gets hold of the vodka and Red Bull,
It can be very severe, and you do need to make sure you're treated. If the medicines don't work, they usually will go to a shock therapy to sort of... that takes care of it.
All right?
Well,
okay. Hey, Misty, where's hubby?
He's right here.
And all 5 his?
Yep, all 5 are his.
Quite a novelty in this day and age.
Isn't it?
All right. I bet 2 of them end up in prison.
Nah.
All right, you're right. 3.
Mostly girls.
Oh, mostly girls. Oh, good. Nice, fresh stock for the strip clubs. Fantastic. All right, keep them coming.
Get your golf clubs out.
Yeah. All right. I'd keep Arnold Palmer in their bedroom just in case there's trouble.
But take your medicines as long as the psychotic symptoms are down. Talk to your doctor about things that make you actually feel subjectively better.
All right, let's hear ourselves a little something from Stroke now. What do you say?
Yeah,
Anderson, you okay?
Good idea.
We're going to rock? This one is called Tale of the Sun.
We'll be right back with more.
Loveline.
Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla, and that is Dr. Drew over there. Let's see, Eric is out, and Luke is in. Work this out here. Stroke 9 is our guest tonight. Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD. You heard
sure is.
Tale of the Sun off that before we went to break. And you can see him again tomorrow night, Wednesday night, on Kilborn. Now, when we left off, we were not yet talking to Miranda, who's 20. Miranda?
Hey, guys, what's up? I love Stroke 9. You guys are totally hot.
Right on, baby.
Yeah, they are hot.
I have nasty
music?
little thoughts.
Yeah.
Nasty little thoughts?
Yeah.
That's why you're calling, right? Let's hear some.
I'm a bad girl.
Excellent.
Really?
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, cool.
How bad are you?
You don't want to know?
Oh,
On this show, we probably don't want to know, actually.
Well, I got raped for the first time when I was 4.
No,
To your song.
All right, so what's your problem tonight, bad girl?
Right, hey, my problem is I ride dirt bikes for fun. And, lately when I've gone riding, after I come home, I'm, suffering from, a dry vagina. And, every now and then I'll, bleed.
Yeah.
And I want to know if I'm, hurting myself.
So you're chafing, right?
I guess.
What kind of dirt bikes?
I have a YZ125.
Wow. It's a Yamaha, right?
I love Yamaha.
Yeah. Wow, you're real white trash. I like that.
Don't be jealous.
I kind of am.
Hey, that's our fan, man.
And you go right. You got leathers on and everything.
Do I have what?
Leathers?
No, I have riding pants.
They call those leathers.
No, they're not leather though.
I know, but they just call them leathers. You know.
And you're calling me white trash?
Oh! Listen here, screwball. They call motorcycle riding pants leathers.
That was in the old days.
Well, they were made of leather. I don't know. It's like saying put some wood on that ball, and the guy's using an aluminum bat. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's still allowed to yell it from the dugout. Yeah, the guy's hitting, playing Little League, doesn't come running out to the dugout. And he's not confused. He knows what you're talking about.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I know, but you were born that way.
So what's your question, Martha?
Don't be jealous.
So you chafe yourself.
Yeah, I wish I was an idiot, too.
do you have any difficulty urinating? Any pain when you urinate, anything like that?
No, but, I was just worried because, I'm going to go to the desert this weekend, and, I was worried because I don't want this to happen to me because I plan on having sex.
In the desert?
It's dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You going out with your boyfriend, or are you just going to hook up with some guy with ATV?
A guy I'm seeing.
I see. Well, that's good times. All right, you gonna pack the cooler, and you guys gonna get it on in the truck and stuff?
Heck yeah, we're going to get it on my dirt bike, babe.
Yeah. Wash up down there before,
Yeah, I don't keep it. You might. I don't really keep it dry and sort of, cotton, that sort of thing, or whether she should sort of use a lubricant or.
See, I go riding. I wear my thong every now and then. Could that be a problem?
Yeah. Why don't you use something?
Yeah. You wear your thong when you're riding?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need extra protection.
Yeah, you got jeans or leathers up against us.
I don't wear leather.
Yeah, I know. All right, goofball.
Go to Walgreens and get some Vagisil. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, I don't know if
Or tow a bidet behind your motorbike.
Homoseptine, I'm thinking. Like a really...
the heavy-duty stuff.
Yeah, even zinc oxide or something.
A banana. What's that?
Will I be okay for the weekend then?
All right, so why don't you just go a little easy on the riding then?
No.
I don't know. Is it dried out down there, or is it just burned?
It's just chafed.
Can you stay off the tank? All right.
She's listening to the radio.
She's listening to the radio.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what's your favorite song? She's gone.
Oh, no. I'm going to start singing.
Man, was she stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
that's
like I said.
But it's still kind of a turn on, a chick you take out to the desert, you ride.
Well, that's what we wrote the album for, was for like going mountain biking or dirt biking in the desert, man, drinking some beers.
With the dry vagina?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's what we were going to call the album originally.
Bad times.
Dry vagina?
Yeah. In the desert.
Mike?
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yeah, about 2 months ago, I busted up my femur real bad. And ever since then, the doctors had me on Percocet, Vicodin, and Darvocet.
Wow. That's the biggest bone in your body, isn't it, that femur? Yeah, that's a tough one to break. How'd you do that?
I was backcountry snowboarding, and I went off a jump and hit a tree.
Yeah, that's what it'd take.
The real trick with femurs in somebody this age is that the fat embolism syndrome tends to be more likely in the healthier, younger populations, and people can die from that.
What are you talking about?
If you break your femur, the theory is that the bone marrow actually breaks into the bloodstream and either activates something, or the bone marrow itself actually gets into the lung and causes clotting. And
do you have to have like a compound fracture, or can you just crack it?
It has to be a break, but it doesn't have to be compound.
Oh, I mean, coming out of the skin.
Yeah.
I mean, but was it broken apart, or was it cracked?
Oh, it was broken apart. They had to put a titanium rod in it.
Oh, that's good times.
Bad times.
I mean, bad times.
I don't even have any bone marrow in that leg anymore.
You don't?
Did you get a fat embolism syndrome?
What's that?
Did you have a fat embolism syndrome? Did they watch you in a monitored unit or anything?
No. Yeah. Like, there's a big, huge lump where it's broken, though.
Yeah.
That's
like as big as my bone.
Not what he's talking about.
They have to give you the blood thinning stuff.
Oh, no, they didn't do anything like that.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
My friend had that.
Yeah.
He almost died.
Yeah, it's basically doesn't have any good treatment. It's a very treacherous syndrome.
All right.
Did you ever read The Separate Peace when you were in like junior high school?
Oh, of course.
That's what that kid died of.
Right.
Remember, he fell out of a tree and died.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that, Anderson. It hurts my nuts. Mike?
Yeah.
But now you're hooked on what, Vicodin?
Well, I want to know if I'm going to go through withdrawals, because
absolutely,
like for 2 months I've been taking all this stuff.
Absolutely. Are you an addict?
I don't think so.
Well, wait a minute. He snowboards.
Is there alcoholism? You smoke,
probably.
Were you smoking pot regularly?
Not really. Yeah, I would drink at parties and stuff. But
is there alcoholism in your family?
No.
Okay, then you withdraw, but it won't be awful, and you'll be able to stop it. But there will be some withdrawal, and you should plan with your doctor how that's going to go. You can taper off the drugs instead of stopping suddenly.
I tell you, that Vicodin, I got hold of some of that when I had my hand surgery. Not my bag. I was looking forward to it. It'd been hyped quite heavily by a lot of people I know. Nah, it didn't do anything for me.
Well, after everything you've been through.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's true.
It constipates you, too.
Well, not only that, Adam, when you're slamming heroin, Vicodin just doesn't do much more.
I know, but yet it comes so highly touted.
I know.
And I was disappointed, I have to
You
admit.
have to stop the smack first.
That's not open for negotiation.
After this show.
Michael? Oh, wait, we got to take a break. Michael?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Yeah.
You're bothered by your dad's alcoholism?
Yeah, he'll like, every night he'll come home like 1 in the morning from work. He'll drink like half a case of beer, and then like he'll go out then later that night and then go to a bar and go drink some more. He'll like over a couple hundred dollars.
Where do you live? What city?
Chicago Ridge.
Does the bar stay open till 5 in the morning?
No, he goes into the inner city. He works in People's Energy. he'll like go out with a bunch of his friends.
I know. They say he comes home at 1. He drinks half a case of beer and then heads out.
Yeah, you can drink late and
comes out at 1. Comes home at 1 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon.
Like 1 in the morning and
drinks a half case of beer and then heads out again.
Yeah.
Man, that's
how are you,
man? You can drink till like 4 in the morning there.
How are you even aware of that?
Nice.
Yeah, it's good law.
Yeah, aren't you sleeping, Michael?
No.
Okay, hold on a second, Michael. I smell gold with Michael. Actually, it's going to be horrible. But we're going to take a break, and we'll get back. Stroke 9 is here, and we'll get to the bottom of Michael after this. Yeah. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Stroke 9 is our guest. Greg, John, and Luke are all here from the band. Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD. Drew, could you smack that paper together just a little bit louder? They will be on Craig Kilborn tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones will be in here. And Dickie called me today, and they're doing Leno on Thursday. And he had some sort of stunt that he wanted me to do with him, and they nixed it.
Oh.
The Leno people. Yeah, what
because
a
you did
surprise.
Letterman. You did Letterman.
So what?
That's their deal.
No, it isn't.
That's what I've heard.
I got tons of people have done Letterman, have done Leno. I don't know why we've never done. We've done every show except for Leno. I don't understand. What do you think's going on with that?
I heard that. I've heard that if you do Letterman, you're enemy of the state.
Somebody doesn't like you, man.
Yeah, but maybe if you do Letterman and you're sort of a marginal.
Yeah,
like
if you're Tom Hanks, you can do both. But if you're us, take a choice.
But if you just have his hair. No, it's true.
Don't be so hard on yourselves, man. We've done Leno and Letterman like multiple times.
Well, these guys are huge. You guys are the next Tom Hanks collectively.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to add up to one Tom Hanks.
Hey, here's an email I thought you'd appreciate, Adam. It's from Justin. He wants to know, he's worried about the girth of his penis. He wants to know if he gained a little weight, if perhaps it would sort of chub up his penis a little bit.
Interesting. It's not like a woman's breast, which that will work. No, this just makes your penis look smaller. Ever see a fat guy at the gym naked?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, you got that big ass and no penis?
Does that mean you're gay if you have?
It actually may make it smaller because estrogen levels are produced by adipose. And so.
Never see a fat guy with a big hanger. You just don't. And I don't know about estrogen levels, but yeah, fat guys, when they get naked, they kind of look like chicks. They really do, and the penis starts to retract. And let me explain why. Also, this is the opposite theory, or it's actually the same theory, but it's the opposite extreme of why you should trim your pubic hair to make your penis look bigger. Which is, here's what I always say: you got a mailbox on your front lawn, and the grass is up around it 2 feet high. Well, how long does the mailbox look? You know what I'm saying? That stick that was 4 feet looks like 2 feet because it got 2 feet of grass around it. You get that weed whacker in there and get it nice and low to the ground, all of a sudden people coming by, nice mailbox stand. That thing's grown. You're a fat guy, it's like piling dirt up around your mailbox. I mean, your thighs, your belly, all the stuff around your penis gets bigger, and your penis just stays there. So it's like the area around the penis is built up. I'd like to carve out that area.
Ooh.
You know that's my plan.
Dig a trench.
I would like to dig a trench around my penis.
A moat.
Man,
put a moat around it. keep the Normans out, or whoever swam the moat and attacked the. Who might attack the castle?
The Huns.
The Huns.
The Vandals.
Keep the Vandals and the Huns away from my penis. But think about it. If you could excavate that area around the penis, how much bigger would your penis look? And then lower your balls, of course.
You spent a lot of time thinking about very bizarre things.
Or if you were just a penis, you'd be huge. Nothing else.
You mean if I was just one penis?
Just a walking penis.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're a grower, not a shower.
That's what I say until I grow.
So you're not a shower.
No. I am. I have what's called a nice gym dick. I look good in the gym. It's got a nice hang to it. When it becomes erect, it gets a little extra size. Not as much as I'm comfortable with. I'd like a little bit more. I got a good hang. Just walking around.
You do so much to it all the time. It's always just like, oh.
Yeah,
it's just.
Yeah, it's despondent.
Yeah, it's just kicking back. Floppy. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it hangs like you can stretch out taffy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, please.
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're 14, your dad's an alcoholic. So He comes home at 1 a.m. after work.
Dismiss that right there. That's nice.
He drinks half a case, right?
Right.
Then he goes back out.
Yeah, and then sometimes he'll just drink like half a case, and then he'll just fall asleep. But
all right, well, what's bothering you is your dad is an alcoholic, and you stay up at night worrying about him.
Sometimes, yes.
Where's your mom?
My mom right now, she's asleep.
I see. Where's she when he's coming home drunk every night?
Well, she's asleep because she has to go to work early in the morning.
I see. She
sleeps through.
Here's what I'm saying. She doesn't have a problem with his behavior?
Oh, she does. She's been seeing priest, psychologist.
Okay. We could have got to that half
Here's
hour
what you do, Michael. He knows that it's upsetting the family. You need to go to Alateen. She needs to go to Al-Anon. That's it. That is the only real substantive... Well, the only thing you can do that really increases the probability that you're going to get his attention and make change, unless you want to do some sort of intervention and take a very, very firm stand with him.
All right.
In the meantime, go to Alateen. Just go. All right?
All right. Yeah, my mom was bringing that up to me.
Michael, go. You got to take care of yourself.
All right, Michael?
And another thing, I'm a very big fan of your show, The Man Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I give you guys a lot of respect. I trust you guys more than other psychologists and stuff that'll just sit off to the side and, you're in a room by them and they'll, record you talking and stuff.
Yeah.
Go to Alateen. Be with your peers.
All right, Michael?
Thanks a lot.
All right. Enjoy.
Abadanza.
Show on television, The Man Show.
Oh, yes. That is Governor Jesse Ventura proclaiming The Man Show the best show on television. Wow. What a genius that man is. Who, Anderson, do you have anything else that Jesse said about the show? Anything, no? He did a good 14 minutes on it on his radio show. Actually, we're calling in, doing his radio show on Friday.
Oh, you got it set up?
I'm not sure if he knows it yet, but that's our plan at least. Nicole?
I said I'm giving the governor's approval to The Man Show.
That's the great governor of Minnesota. Nicole?
Yeah.
You're 19. What's up?
Well, I started seeing this guy a couple months ago, and we recently started having sex, and he won't use a condom.
We have not, excuse me a second, Nicole, this is not to talk behind your back, but just the curiosity. We have not heard a lisp on this show in 3 years. Now 3 calls in a row.
Is this a lisp?
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Go ahead again, Nicole. Tell us the problem.
Well, he won't use a condom when we have sex.
Say, she sells seashells by the seashore. Could you do that, please?
How about supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
One or the other, Nicole.
I don't think I can say that.
Come on. Come on. She sells seashells.
Now you're making fun of it.
Oh, well, you brought it up.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know it's my fault for bringing it up.
Quiet down. Just say it, Nicole. Come on. Come on.
I can't.
All right. Now I'm going to hell. So why won't he use a condom, and why won't you force him to use a condom?
Well, he has this thing that I've never seen before. He has, hair growing from the shaft of his penis.
Oh, yeah. And that gets caught in the condom or hurts?
Yeah, and he says that it gets caught in condoms, and he's used them before, and it hurts.
Why doesn't he shave?
Well, I don't know. He didn't really want to talk about it.
Well, talk to him. Tell him that you don't like it.
It's like being raped with a dog's paw.
Like how much hair? How much hair is on the shaft? Talking about here. I've never seen this before.
It's like you don't know if you got a man or like a cigar cleaner in you.
Well,
a pipe cleaner. Yeah.
It's a veritable forest.
Is that a normal thing for him to have?
It's a what?
Is that a normal thing for him to have?
Well, it's not. It doesn't imply anything's wrong with him. It's not routine.
Well, how much of that have you seen, Nicole? You've seen other penises, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't see that, did you?
No, I haven't seen it before. I've never even heard of it before.
Yeah. It's out there. It's a novelty.
I have a friend who has that problem.
How far down does it? How far down does it go?
How far up?
Or up?
No, it's probably about halfway up the shaft. I'm not really sure though.
We occasionally talk to guys on this show that have had that.
Yeah.
One guy once said he went all the way to the head.
Don't you want to? That's a dog's penis. Don't you want to trim that down though? I mean, why don't you tell him to trim it down, put a condom on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Lay down the law.
You should pluck him though, not shave him.
Ouch.
Oh.
No, just shave him.
Just shave him down.
Okay.
Yeah, put it over that.
Cuts.
Oh. Man, I'm going to go home and kiss my penis. Actually, if I could kiss my penis, I'd be there now. But I mean,
you'd be home.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that coming down the shaft there. It'd be bad times.
Oh my,
James.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
I had a question about circumcision.
All right.
I heard that people who are circumcised or uncircumcised, one of the two, have a better orgasm.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
One of the two.
One of them does.
Is right.
One of them does. Yes.
And they won't shut up about it.
Which do you know? Which?
Oh, the one they're talking about all the time.
Yeah, I
heard if you're uncircumcised, your orgasm's like 4 times better.
Yeah, maybe 4 and a half.
I read that.
Oh my God.
Drew can't stand this because he had both his sons circumcised and now fights vehemently to defend that decision.
No.
Of course you do, Drew.
No.
Everything you talk about on this radio is your own life.
I want them to last longer.
Right.
And this is the foreskin makes it too sensitive.
Right. That's why you burn their penis with a cigar, right?
No.
And not being circumcised is, I heard there's like a chance of infection. It's easy to get infected.
Yes. Well, James, you're 16. Have you made the move yet, or where are you at on this?
Oh, I haven't had sex, but I've had oral sex before.
I know. Are you circumcised?
Given or received?
No.
You're uncircumcised?
Yeah.
All right, you're in good shape. Just keep yourself clean down there and have a good time.
All right, thanks.
And you may have to move to Europe to get laid. Okay?
Well, he could be the one. He could do both. You know, he could do this for a couple of years and then get circumcised and then settle it.
Test it. Because
I'm
wondering, man.
Right.
Control and variable, dude.
That is both. That is interesting. Drew, we should take him and raise him in the Loveline lab.
You guys have the budget here for it, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. We can't even get new coffee mugs here. Joe?
Yeah?
You have to wait for someone from VIP to drop one off. Drew was drinking out of an army helmet for the last 3 years.
Put coffee out in my hand.
Yeah, he'd hold his hands out and they'd dump coffee in it. He'd line it with notebook paper sometimes so it wouldn't burn. Joe?
Too bad.
You're 15.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Okay, you know what I'm sorry, what it looks like with your pubic hair, how it starts coming out? You know what that kind of looks like?
Where your pubic hair starts?
You mean the follicle?
Yeah, or it just begins to come out?
Yeah, the hole there.
Yeah, I have little, kind of all over, you could say, at my penis. I have, little white dots.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say. And white stuff comes out of them if I squeeze it hard.
All of them or some of them?
Some of them.
Yeah. I squeeze my penis hard enough, white stuff comes out. It's just I've got a big dot at the end where it seems to poke out. It's like toothpaste. Like you squeeze like a toothpaste container?
No, it's not. It's not like that. It's like if I pinch it. You know, like.
Yeah, and then you move your hand real fast?
No.
No.
Thanks, though.
I'm not sure now.
Yeah, he appreciates the heads up.
All right.
Joe, look.
What is that, Drew?
It could be the pearly penile papule. It also could just be sebaceous cysts, sebaceous glands that are clogged up. But the white stuff is sebum. And sebum, yeah. And the pearly penile papules are part of that whole process, so.
Okay, and, I was going to say.
Does that clear it up for you?
Yeah. Now you know it's sebum. You can sleep like a baby tonight.
Not to be confused with sebum.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Drew, what is that stuff? Do you guys have any of these things like...
yes.
Like once... it hasn't done anything for a while, but like once I had a big zit on my back, right?
Yeah.
And I like popped it. I must have been 19 or something. And then for 5 years, I could always see a little mark where it was, and it would fill up with junk.
Yeah.
And I'd squeeze it like once every 2 months and something would come out.
Like little thick toothpaste.
Yeah, and it was cool. I liked it. It was like my own zit. You know, I named it. You know what I mean? It was like I knew I could count on it. I wouldn't think about it every day, but like once every couple of months, if I was like getting out of the shower, I'd spot it in the mirror, and it wasn't red or anything. It was just like a little pinhole.
Keeps you
and
limber,
I'd give it like because you have to get around and squeeze, and something would come out. Nothing comes out of it anymore.
Those are sebaceous cysts.
What is up with that?
That is a sebaceous cyst.
Why did it dry up on me, man?
The cyst probably healed.
I feel like it abandoned me. You know?
I know you're sensitive about those kinds of issues, but...
Yeah, it's a real sense of loss.
Yeah,
and sometimes I'll still squeeze it, but nothing.
You grew up, man. Face it.
I know, man, but...
Puberty's over, man.
You shut up! Shut up! I miss that hole in my back that stuff used to come out of. Lee?
Huh?
You're 18. What's up?
Okay, the doctor told me, last week I had chlamydia. But, my boyfriend gave me oral sex. I want to know if he can get it.
The doctor told you had chlamydia?
Yeah.
What did they do to treat you?
They gave me some pills.
Some pills or a powder like you mix up?
No, pills.
What was the pills?
I started with the tea.
With a tea?
Yeah, it's like or something right here.
Tetracycline. Yeah. How long did you take them for?
They're telling me to take them for a week.
Was it tetracycline?
Yeah.
Tetracycline.
Oh,
good call.
Yeah.
Wow.
How did you know about that, John? I don't know why I knew that.
That's kind of a peculiar drug for them to use these days. Was it like a county health clinic?
No, it was like this place that I went for.
Geez, now you...
reasons too. So.
It was what?
That's a place I went for other reasons too.
Are you on a cell phone?
Yeah.
It wasn't a county health clinic?
No.
It was a place you went to for other reasons too?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Like what kind of place?
Yes. Do I have to say?
All right, hold on a second. Oh, my God. I've not said this in almost 3 days, but we have the world's dumbest callers on this show. Absolutely, bar none. And as I've said many a time, with a certain sense of retarded pride, I would pit the stupidity of our callers against any show, national or local. And anybody out there, any wise ass who hosts a radio show who wants a piece of our stupidity and our callers and wants to match the dumbest callers you have on your show against ours, I'll take them on every night. We'll whip them hands down.
Well, I don't know. Lee, yes, you can pass chlamydia from the vagina to the mouth. It causes a throat infection.
Oh.
But you're on treatment. The tetracycline should, I would think, make you not contagious within a pretty short period of time, like within 3 to 5 days.
All right. Bob?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
What's up?
My girlfriend's pregnant. She was pregnant before we got together. She's about 7 months along. And when we become intimate, physically I become aroused, but mentally I'm just not there.
Yeah. Well, who cares?
And
I mean, you got an erection, don't you?
Are you freaked out that she's pregnant?
That's why I'm calling. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm asking.
Well, I think we can surmise that.
But he's aroused. He's attracted to her. Is that there's a baby in the room? Or what is it that's bothering you?
No, but this is someone. It feels like someone else's baby's humping.
Well, she's 7 months pregnant, and I'm planning on raising the kid as my own.
Right.
We both have agreed on that, and I'm just worried she's becoming irritable about it because she's starting to notice it.
No.
And it's just mentally, I'm not sure if it's just a fear.
All right, well, let's explore this a little bit, Bob. How old is she?
17.
And who was the guy who got her pregnant?
Some jackhole that took off about 2 weeks after he found out.
Yeah, here's the deal.
I see.
Bob is the consummate rescuer. We've talked about it. We've decided that I'm going to raise this child. Right. And that bad guy will abandon this poor woman. I'm going to rescue her, and I'm the good guy. This is...
Well, listen, I don't mind that. I wish more guys had that.
I do too, but...
Except for it wears out.
It's not real, yeah.
All right. Where'd you meet her, Bob?
Well, she was introduced to me by a mutual friend.
You weren't just cruising the Lamaze class?
No.
Looking for single chicks?
No.
I see. And it's not a bad place. They're at Lamaze alone. You're going home with them. Believe you me.
A little baggage, but
yeah. And Bob, what's up with you? You couldn't get yourself a 19-year-old chick who wasn't pregnant?
Well, it wasn't.
I mean, you're not a big hit with the ladies, are you, Bob?
Not usually, no.
No. Okay.
You're the nice.
I kind of felt that one coming.
But you're the nice guy that tends to get crapped on too, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So this is that whole thing.
All right.
It was more when we first met. It was not, I didn't even know she was pregnant when we first met, and it was just a connection. We both hit it off really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. No, not saying that's what you were attracted to. Her pregnancy, but you were attracted to a sort of younger victim type in her character makeup. You know what I'm saying? Someone who got hooked up with an abandoning a-hole early on.
You could rescue her from that little project.
How long was it before you found out she was pregnant?
About 2 weeks.
Right. I'm glad I wasn't there. Was that during a date or?
Well, we were just sitting at home watching a movie, and
on it comes.
Just started talking.
Yeah, see.
Right.
And did she have any history with drugs or alcohol?
Extreme.
Oh, Drew.
Oh, yeah.
Drew called that one. Yeah. right, hey, Bob.
Yep.
There's a little dynamic at play here.
Yeah, your mom was alcoholic or addict?
No.
Or your dad?
No.
Somebody?
Somebody was alcoholic in your
friend of a neighbor, perhaps? Could happen. You don't know.
Somebody.
Bob's just a nice guy, I think. You know.
No, Bob was raised as a caretaker.
All right, but hold on. Let's talk about Bob for a second. What about this theory I was alluding to earlier in Bob's call, which is there's a lot of guys. I mean, I hate to be cruel, but I'm just going to be cruel. A lot of guys that they've never had a lot of luck with the ladies, and they're 20 years old. They didn't get many dates in high school, and it's been a couple years since high school, and they haven't had many dates. And they would like to be with somebody, but they're having difficulty with the co-eds, the 19-year-old sorority girls. So here comes somebody who's got to make some compromises. I mean, it's like, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm 16 and a half, I'm 17, the guy split on me, I'm looking for a life preserver in a storm here.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, if she was 2 years older and not pregnant, she probably wouldn't hook up with Bob.
That's right.
But here's Bob, and they both sort of feel something for each other, which is, for her, it's like, here's a guy who's willing to sort of take me in and blah, blah, blah. And for Bob, it's like, hey, she's got a vagina.
There is symbiotic relationship.
There is that symbiotic quality that he's attracted to her and just going for as that kind of.
And isn't there a lot of relationships that are sort of based on
objectification? Absolutely, but this is all about codependency.
Well, it's not really objectification. It's more just sort of pragmatism. It's like I cannot get chicks my own age who are dancing at the club. I got to get a chick who's sort of. It's like. I'm not a cheetah. I can't pick off the male bull. I got to wait for some yak that has a bad leg to fall behind the pack, and I'll pick them off.
But the thing he's using as his quality to pick him off, so to speak, is his codependency. Okay. I'm going to be totally there for this poor victim, and she's looking for that. She's looking for that life.
But I'm worried he's going to wind up with the kid, and she's going to be done with it, and maybe.
Well, she's a profound addict, and she may be having it under control right now. But I bet she's still using during the pregnancy. But let's say she's
Bob,
not.
She's still using.
No.
But this will resurface. I mean, she's an addict.
She's been clean for about 2.5 years.
Good. She's got to stay with the program,
in
though,
the program,
right,
or just not using.
Just not. She hasn't used it all.
This will show up again.
She's going to come
very
back.
Short order. An addict, untreated, will always relapse. At least the one that's been well along in her disease, which sounds like she's been.
Okay, so Bob.
Yeah.
Here's your. I'm gonna lay out a 15-year plan for you. All right.
All right.
Our first 14 years, don't get married. No.
Okay. We're.
Just don't get married. Don't idealize too much. You go to Al-Anon. Have her get in the program so she doesn't relapse, and then just take it one day at a time, as they say. All right.
All right.
All right, Bob.
Thanks.
Don't freak yourself out too much.
All right.
All right. Imagine.
You could just pretend like she's gaining a lot of weight.
I know, but it's like
there's way more here than just have difficulty with the pregnancy and all. There's just a ton more there, and and it's just the little surface symptom.
It's one thing to pile on to Mama 7 months pregnant, and it's another thing to pile on to Mama when what's in her was from previous Papa.
And she's 17, and she's an alcoholic.
And he's undoubtedly got issues about kids and raising kids, and that's not. It's just all there.
Yeah, I'm with Drew. You switch to the BJs for a couple of months and just chill out, brother. Right, Drew? Right. All right, we're going to take a little break. Stroke 9 is our guest tonight. We're going to hear something else from them when we come back. It's the Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Greg, John, and Luke are all here from Stroke 9. Whew. Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD, and I think we'll hear something else off of that.
I've had anal sex.
Oh, Drew, please. The mic's still hot. Drew, you can remain standing because I think we're going to hear something. Yeah? You cool with that?
Cool. Sure.
Now you can go number 2. This one is called Little Black Backpack. That is off of Nasty Little Thoughts, and another good song from Stroke 9. You guys going to do that tomorrow night?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Sure.
You want us to?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite song?
Of all time. Not just
Really?
from Stroke 9. And
he's always said that.
When you go on tomorrow night, say...
Thank you, Adam Carolla.
Well, just that I'd requested it.
All right.
I don't want too much credit. Again, Kilbourne tomorrow night, everybody.
And touring the world.
That's right. Coming
elsewhere.
Coming to the East Coast soon, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're playing in Pittsburgh with Cypress Hill and Stone Temple Pilots.
Wow.
It's going to be a trip.
We just had Stone Temple Pilots on here last week. They're nice. Have you met those guys?
No. I'm sure they're entertaining, though.
No, good guys. Really.
Yeah, no.
They really are. You know, that I've never been wronger about or more wrong about a band.
Oh, you didn't think
my perception of those guys before I met them was a pack of a-holes.
Oh, no.
And they're really, really nice guys.
Yeah.
And Cypress Hill, bunch of real nice guys, too.
Wouldn't you be?
I guess I would if I was just baked and rich all the time. Sure, why not? Yeah, but Cypress Hill's been on the show a bunch of times, and yeah, they're real nice. Sierra,
Yeah?
you're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, I'm 15, and my sister wanted to get me a vibrator when I turned 16.
Yes, please.
How old is your sister?
I know. She's 24.
24.
And I was just wondering if it would be, me and her are both okay with it, and I masturbate on a normal basis. And
Maintenance.
I see.
Wondering if it would mess me up mentally for her to get me one.
Why?
I don't know, just because it's my sister getting me one.
Oh,
I see. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when my dad got me my first butt plug. There was some apprehension there. I got over it, but you always wonder, did that leave a scar?
Invisible under clothing.
Yeah. Now, is she getting you one because she's tired of you borrowing hers, or no?
No.
Has she moved out of the house?
No, I live with her.
I'm not sure any more scarring can occur than has already occurred by virtue of the discussion
about
we've
it.
had. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the
yes,
horse is out of the
damage
barn.
has been done.
Too.
Well, me and my sister are really close, and I was always really open with her.
Well, so it's there it is. You've already had the discussion. Now exchange the product.
You say you guys live together.
Yes.
At home, or do you live together, or are you at your parents' place?
No, she has her own place, and she's kind of like my parental guardian.
Why?
Because my mom is not really in the picture, but I'm going to be moving with my dad next month.
What's up with your mom?
She's kind of
died tragically in a vibrator explosion. Yeah, it's a gift from her mother.
What's up with mom?
She's just dysfunctional, kind of psychotic. She was like never really around when I was little, and it's a bad situation.
I see. Yeah, that worries us more than the vibrator, but it does sort of explain
the discussion
and the relationship you have with your sister.
Yeah, she's kind of been there like she's been my mom.
Try to maintain.
Have you been with a guy?
Yes.
Yeah,
I haven't had sex, but yes.
You've what?
I haven't had sex, but I've been with guys.
That's an interesting interpretation of
I've been with the boys too, but we went go-karting one time. It was
throwing
great.
The ball around.
Yeah, playing pepper, that kind of stuff. Well, what have you done with a guy?
I've made out with him, or with a guy, my last boyfriend.
You made out.
Oral sex.
Okay.
No, not oral sex. Not that far.
Now, do you think the vibrator is going to postpone the imminent sexuality or intercourse, or do you think it will bring it on faster? I'd be interested to know. I know you have no way of answering that, Sierra.
Well, maybe she has a sense of it. What's her sense?
You have a feeling?
No, I don't think that I'll be going into it faster because I think I can satisfy myself. But I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I have a question for Drew. You always hear about women getting vibrators and saying that they can't achieve orgasm as easily with. Is this going to happen to this poor young woman?
It could. I think that's one of her concerns. It could.
It is? Is that one of your concerns, Sierra?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you, because you're going to be on this thing for a year and a half, and then Ernie, the awkward 16-year-old, is going to try his hand at hump, and you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Does he have that hand buzzer taped to his schlong?
Yeah, it's going to be like going from a mechanical bull to one of those miniature spaceships out front of the supermarket that you feed a quarter into. Can you? Yeah, maybe.
Clunk.
Yeah, could you imagine? Remember those things when you were a kid, you'd put a quarter in, you'd sit in, you'd strap in like you're going to be in there, the entire time your mom was in the market, it'd move back and forth once and then stop.
Or barely move.
It's a great racket, because it's like, you're 8, what are you going to do, write a letter? there's no name on the thing or anything. It's like, what are you going to do, stand around until the guy comes around to take the change out of it and punch him? You're just screwed. But I don't know. I don't know if I think this is a great idea. I mean, how much?
More importantly, with her sister, she needs boundaries. Because she had a mother that didn't teach her boundaries, and she doesn't have good boundaries with her sister. So her instinct that there's something kind of wrong about this is a good one.
Yeah.
She needs to have the sister, and of course, sister comes from the same mom, too, so there's no boundaries there.
Right, all right. Hey, let me just talk to Sierra.
Yeah?
Is it between, like the vibrator for your birthday and like the Hello Kitty notebook, or is there something else? There's some alternative here?
No.
No. Okay. Why don't you tell your sister you're going to pass on the vibrator?
No, but see, I wanted one, and she was going to get me one.
I understand.
No double ender.
Old enough to go into one and like a shop and get one.
Right,
no?
right. Why don't you wait till Christmas? See if Santa puts it in your stocking.
I think you should go for Awkward Ernie first.
What's that?
Check out Awkward Ernie first, and then go for the vibrator after that.
Ew.
What's Awkward Ernie?
The Ernie, the 16-year-old boy that's going to...
Oh, right, Awkward Ernie.
Yeah.
I was thinking something on Sesame Street. I forgot I labeled Awkward Ernie.
Awkward Bert.
Those guys were very confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, geez, you want to put a puppet up her? That sounds horrible.
You got interested about it.
Yeah, yours perked right up. Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yeah. See what happens when you smoke pot? You invent Awkward Ernie, someone repeats it 10 seconds later, you don't know what the F he's talking about. All right, Jennifer, what's up?
Hi, I don't know. I have sex a lot, and every time I have sex, I just, wish there was, a lot of people around, and a couple times there has been. And it's just, I don't know, I like it better.
Where do you live?
In Colorado.
Perfectly
right there.
normal, perfectly healthy. Wow, it is effed up young lady night, isn't it?
Indeed.
You're 15.
Yeah.
How many people, give us a situation where people were around when you had sex.
I stayed the night at my boyfriend's house one night, and, there's 10 or 15 guys over, and it just happened, and I got real drunk one night, and it was I don't know, it was really exciting and everything.
Were they all in the room?
Yeah.
And they weren't hiding like I used to do in the closet. They were actually just standing around out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
getting to porn.
What a time to be young. And you were sort of performing for them.
Yeah, I have this thing. I want to be a stripper and a porn star.
Go to one-way ticket to Burbank, baby.
Yeah.
There we go.
I have a girlfriend and everything too.
Okay, hold on. We got to do some gambling.
All right, yeah.
All right, we got to take a break though. Jennifer,
Yeah.
we're going to. I'm going to go out to the car and get a $1 worth of quarters for my ashtray. All right.
Okay.
We're doing some gambling on your ass. All right.
Okay.
All right. We should be gambling on you, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah. Hold on a second. All right.
Okay.
All right, Stroke 9 is here. We're going to get back to the rich tradition of gambling here on Loveline. You guys get your dollars out, and we'll do that after this.
What do you say?
All right.
What did you
It is Loveline. Nothing bad about you. Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD. Stroke 9 is here. Who are we missing?
We're missing Greg. Here he comes.
Greg.
Hi, Greg.
The hello.
All right. Now, when we left off, we're going to do a little gambling.
Last time you guys were on the show, didn't you do
Jennifer?
You did the, what's the character that Billy Bob did?
Sling Blade
character. And a Beavis and Butthead? Was that you?
No,
that wasn't you. Okay.
He does a lot of characters.
That was
though.
Eve 6. Yeah, you're thinking different band.
Oh, Stroke 9, Eve 6.
Yeah, Beavis is played out, man.
All right, let's get to the gambling because it's really the bread and butter of the show. Now, Jennifer is the subject of our gambling. Jennifer?
Yeah.
You have a female partner that you have sex with as well, right?
Yeah.
You like to have you've had sex in front of 15 guys with your boyfriend?
Yeah.
While they were just in the room with the light on? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have aspirations of being a stripper or porn star one day?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Lofty.
That's enough. Luke, you want to start? Now, you understand we're gambling on Jennifer's past.
Right. Yeah,
where'd she come from? What kind of environment? And let me just give some helpful gambling tips. There's 5 of us here.
You have to be real specific.
It have to be specific, and it can go, abuse, alcoholism, whatever. Sometimes a smart bet is nothing because
not with Jennifer.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't admit to things.
Yeah, but she's ready to gamble.
You think so? Yeah. I'm trying to fool Luke. Would you shut up?
Well, I'm going normal.
Okay. Luke, what do you think?
I'm going with Poor Little Rich Girl.
Really? So
yeah, just for the sake of it.
Interesting.
Sounds cool. Yeah.
All right. All right, so no wholesale abuse.
No wholesale abuse. Just
none that she admits to anywhere else about it.
Luke, is this your dollar?
Sure, you can take it right now.
Yeah, I said bye. You say bye to it?
Yeah, bye.
I know. There is something to that. There's something to that.
Interesting. Yeah. Acting out. Parents are professionals, didn't have time for her. She's going to show them now.
And she will interpret that as everything was fine.
Interesting. Greg?
How old is she?
15.
15 and 15 guys. Just remember 15 is the key number here.
So 1 a year.
1 a year.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go a little bit with Luke there. Like maybe one thing happened that gained popularity with the guys, and now she's like trying to outdo all the other girls, possibly in her clique, so trying to be the number one party girl.
Trying to be Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, and be the head of the sleigh sexually. That's horrible. That's a horrible guess. Never had such a bad guess. No, that's not going to work.
I'm sorry, she was abused by her milkman.
Milkman?
Yeah. Well, no, football, local rugby squad, possibly. Those guys are nuts.
All right, what do you think? Seriously, stepdad, regular dad?
Let him make his bed.
No, I mean, honestly, I think
his bet was normal childhood. She's competing with her peers.
Yeah, trying
sexually.
To be power trip.
Fine. Yeah. Eric, what do you say?
Raped by a headless goat.
Headless goat.
Chupacabra.
No, Eric has to. Come on.
No, okay. Father.
Father did what?
Raped.
Father raped. Okay. Drew?
Drug addict parents. Sexually abused by one of the drug addict friends hanging out. Lots of people hanging out. And doing drugs and things.
Okay.
And regularly abused by somebody.
I'm going to go with dad split early. Never knew him. Stepdad around. No physical or sexual abuse. There's got to be sexual abuse.
Are you taking odds?
Yeah, no. And we're just straight bet.
What are you, Swiss?
I'm going to...
So who did it?
The sexual abuse? I'm going to go sexual abuse. Babysitter. There. Or someone who was watching her. She was young. All right. Jennifer?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your childhood like?
Well, my mom ran off with this guy when I was 5. There was some sexual abuse there.
Who was the perpetrator of the sexual abuse?
My mom's I guess lover.
Oh, son of a bitch! Yeah,
and was he a friend of the family or something?
Not really. My mom met him through work, took off with him, and...
How were you exposed to him?
My mom took me with when she ran off with him.
Oh, well,
he became a...
It's funny, he says her mom took off with him, but took me, too. It's like me going, yeah, my girlfriend took off to Europe. Yeah, Paris is beautiful. It's like, oh, yeah, she took me. It's like, can you take off and take somebody?
Well, she left my dad and everything. I didn't want to go.
You didn't want to go. All right.
I got dragged along.
You got dragged along, and you were sexually abused.
Yeah.
By him.
Yeah.
And what else?
And my dad split when I was 8, and ever since last year, I've always had this big thing. I always have to have sex.
All right, but hold on. Let's get back. Where did your dad split from?
He was living with us, and he found out my mom cheated, so he cheated and then took off with his woman.
So
who took off first?
My mom.
And then she came back?
Yeah.
And while she was away, this guy was sexually abusing you?
Yes.
How old were you at the time?
5.
How long did that go on for?
For 3 months.
3 months.
What a wonderful, wonderful individual.
Was this guy an alcoholic or a drug addict?
I'm not totally for sure. I think he was a drug addict.
Okay. Yeah, it pretty much had to be.
Okay, and Mom, was she a drug addict too?
She does it sometimes, not all the time.
Social.
Mom had to be pretty high to let this go on, but...
well, she wasn't around. She, would go try to find a job because she took me out to California with
We have a sort of rule of thumb drug addict husband, drug addict mom. That's the way it works.
Now, what about your dad? Is he a drug addict, alcoholic?
He's, drinks on the weekends and does drugs on the weekends.
Right. And the weekend is Wednesday through Monday?
No, Fridays through Sunday.
I see. Let me write that down.
And were there a lot of people hanging out at your house when you were growing up?
Not really. But they were always taking me to parties and everything.
Parties. All right. So you were pretty... well, listen. Hold on. Being sexually abused for a few months when you're 5... by this lunatic is enough.
And drug addict parents is enough
right.
too. But would anybody else get at you in these parties?
Not really, not at all.
She just witnessed.
Not
things.
Really. Did you witness stuff at these parties? Did you see other stuff?
Like, I don't know, not really. I was, like, kind of young, and I just, like, hung out with all the older people.
Did you see people doing... hold on, Drew. It's like, you know, it's like you got a corpse with a hatchet in their head, and you're checking the feet to see if there's, you know, they stepped on something.
But I got the whole picture.
The thing's a mess.
It's the trifecta.
Well, you definitely witness stuff if you go to these parties when you're young.
Of course. Listen, just hang around with those two chimpanzees you have for parents is bad enough. Right. All right, so, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Can you please get yourself some help and please stop acting out?
This is all a response to the awful...
But I'm not trying to. My mom knows I have sex and everything.
Jennifer, listen, your mom, I would not trust her with a squirrel to raise. I really wouldn't, much less a young lady. Forget about what your mom knows. She's a waste. You got to take care of yourself. And do you want to be a victim your whole life? You want to act out your whole life? You want to just follow blind impulses your whole life? I mean, here's what I'm saying. Your mom's a-hole buddy got hold of you when you were 5. Do you want that to be your life now?
No.
All right. So stop making it your life.
Okay.
Okay? Stop acting out.
Okay.
I know you have something that boys want that gives you a feeling of power. And because of what happened to you way back when, it's something that's hard to say no to. And it's going to be temptation. But you can't give in to it anymore.
It's bad for you.
It's very bad for you.
It maintains the trauma of the past.
All right, so you're 15.
Yeah.
What's done is done, but you have your whole life ahead of you. Actually, everyone, even when you're in your 80s, you have your whole life ahead of you, but it's just, you know, it's 6 months, but it's what's left of your life.
Your whole life.
I don't want to get into technicalities here. But, Jennifer, you know the story. Do you want to be that way? I don't want to talk to you when you're 28. As a matter of fact, I'll kill myself if I talk to you when I'm 28 because it means I still have this crappy job. Please, get yourself some help. You got to get into a group. You know, you were victimized. You're continually being victimized by these guys, these boyfriends, these girlfriends. They're not your friends. They're just more victimizers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you find Jesus Christ or something?
If I believed.
Get a guitar. Find .coms, man. Move to Silicon Valley. Start a .com. You'll be a multi-millionaire in 2 years.
All right. We'll take a break.
Breaks seem fast.
All right. Yeah, because we're complaining about the 70. Babe. Stroke 9, everybody. You can see it tomorrow night on Kilborn. Nasty Little Thoughts is the name of the CD. It's a great CD. Go out and get that CD. I command everyone within the sound of my voice to go out and get that Stroke.
It'll solve all your problems.
Everything will become crystal clear after listening to it.
You guys will lose listeners, man. You lose callers.
It's okay. It's a small price to pay. It really is.
To help people, yeah.
All right. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, our good buddies, are going to be in here tomorrow night.
Who's in, do we know?
I think just Dickie will probably come in.
It's Dickie from the Boss Tones, all right.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tone will be in here. The boss of the Boss Tones will be in here tomorrow night. And until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Man, I'm going to go home and kiss my penis.
Well, now. This has been Loveline. The stuff expressed on Loveline is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors, or anyone else, including Westwood One Entertainment. Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingold. Now, please enjoy these birds.